It's chewy more than anything. Hi Patrick.
Hi Patrick.
Hi Tom, hi Dale.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Where are we?
We are at Goodwood Festival of Speed, which is 1 week after Goodwood Players Classic.
At Goodwood.
At Goodwood. Is it 1 week or 2 weeks? 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weekends.
2 weeks after Players Classic.
2 weeks and 2 weekends after the cars were dropped.
Unveiled.
Oh, there it was.
Released.
Good. Well, I thought I would take this opportunity to get you both together because you've not done a video together.
Legal reasons.
Yeah.
But to walk each other around each other's cars.
I mean, are you sure you want this? 2 of us together.
Potentially not. But it's going to be, let's just make it a one take. Why
Hey,
not?
let's do this.
One take, one cut,
One take.
no edits.
One
Like
take.
Quentin Tarantino.
Boom.
Exactly. You're going to walk Tom around your car. Tom's going to walk you around his car. You're going to tell each other what you like, what you don't like. Well, let's start with Dale. Would you care to walk Thomas around your car?
Follow me to the Mercedes. So where should we start? Wait, I mean,
So what made you choose the Merc? What made you choose the 114?
114. So the car has been in my head for a very long time, and I love the shape. Now, anyone that knows me knows I love my American car culture. Now, the budget didn't allow for a 6.4, so this was the closest thing I could get that I could replicate that kind of Cali style American influence on. Now, I love the kind of chaos of taking a very German car and making it very kind of custom and unique. So the Mercedes was, when we were in the meeting, that was my instant reaction, was W114, had to be a 71. And yeah, this was the 4th or 5th car we looked at. A lot of them were in very bad condition. Always described as Concours cars. But when we got there was just way too much work that needed to be done.
I think it's worth saying for the video now that we had a budget.
Yeah.
We probably won't disclose it because it's not. It wasn't a big budget. It's not a flash budget, and for that I think we keep it.
Yeah, for sure.
Amongst
It was humble.
But it was the same budget for each car, which made us have to work
And
to look.
from the outside perspective, it's just a hard cut budget for building 2 show cars.
Yeah.
Correct.
For what you've done, that's hard.
And we both had to be smart, but I had to buy something that was good enough that we didn't have to do major repairs, but cheap enough that allowed us to do cool modifications.
Yeah.
So this is one we purchased from Essex, from the paint box. The guy was absolutely devastated to see it go. But I promised him that what I was doing to it would be well worth the sale.
He was daily in it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was daily in it, which was a big bonus because that means we didn't have to touch the engine bay, which, you know, the car drove down to both this show and Players Classic, and I've daily driven it for the past few weeks to the office, and it's fantastic. It doesn't skip a beat.
5 things you like about the car.
Okay, so let's start with the roof.
Yeah.
You can see that it's been laced. Now, the whole theme of this was if I was around in the 70s, and I built a custom car, what would it look like? So I was taking 70s inspired techniques. So this is the lace roof that I absolutely love. It's super subtle. It's not a main feature of the car, but it's an addition to all the other modifications I've done, so it complements the rest of it. So that's number 1.
Yep.
Number 2, be the custom made wheels from Detroit Steels. Now, being a Mob Steel and Detroit Steel fanboy, I couldn't wait to talk to those guys at SEMA and talk about making a set of wheels for the Merc. Now, it's very rare that I've ever seen a 114 on 18s this slow, so I just love taking on that challenge of doing that. So that's number 2.
They're big, aren't they? Like
They are big. 18 9s on the back, 18 B8s on the front. Next one would be interior. So this is my forest green Fat Biscuit interior. So Fat Biscuit is a very 70s style of interior, so you can see it's the chunky square cutouts. I wanted to do the kind of textured centres because that's what the car came with. So I wanted it to be custom and unique, but also harking back to where it's come from. So what was that, number 3?
That was number 3.
That was number 3. So number 4 has to be the stance. I mean, look at it. It's crazy. I just love the stance. Anyone that knows me knows I'm completely in love with air ride, and it was only ever going to go on airlift. That was it. It had to be on airlift. Had to have that dramatic drop on the floor, but it also had to be incredibly comfy to drive, which means you just win-win with that situation. So that's number 4.
Yep, the 5th and final thing.
5th and final thing is a very personal thing. So I was given by my dad a Moon Eyes foot pedal. which if you're into your kind of drag racing or hot rod culture, you would know what it was. And it's just down there. So my dad get me back to eventually put on a car one day, and I was lucky enough that Phil at the install company, as well as rebuilding the car and doing the air ride and the audio, was able to put that in for me. It was a nice little personal touch, and it means a lot to me.
I'm glad to see that in here because I know that it meant a lot to Dale. And when we were looking at the Econoline build, was it the cop car?
It was the Econoline. We wanted to go on forward and custom.
When we were going to custom it, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I think at the time you were gutted that it didn't fit into a car.
Yeah.
But it didn't fit into that car in the theme of it, did it? So I know you've had it for a bit, so it's right that it's in here.
It's been in the back pocket.
Yeah.
And like I say, it could only ever go on this car. It had to go on this car.
Thomas, is there anything you'd like to say about the car? One thing you might change, or one thing that you really, really like?
There's nothing I'd change about it because it's Dale's vision. It's Dale's build, and the whole thing that. It's exactly what he's always spoke to me about, having he's growing up with his dad and his mum, I guess, but he's always spoke about like the love that him and his dad working together would be the sort of anarchy of taking it's the true sense of doing a hot rod. It's not my world, so I have no idea, but to see like showing Dale showing his dad and them having those moments with it, that's exactly what car culture is about. That's why we've done Tom versus Dale. So there's nothing I'd change on it because I don't know what I'd change. So Dale's over the moon with it, and that's exactly why it's Tom versus Dale too.
Good job.
I think.
Cute. Would you like to show Dale your car?
Well, he'd change it all.
Come on then.
Okay. This is where I had a chuckle going, oh no. So we deleted the door locks because obviously that's what you do. And I didn't unlock it before we started filming. So, before we start anything, I need to just unlock the car. Can you push the door handle down?
I can help you.
Push it down.
Down.
Thank you. Just push it down.
Yeah, I'm pushing down.
Let go. Now pull it up. There you go. It's security measure at its highest, that is. So, just factory shut. Thank you very much. It's all right now. So when we were looking at the Tom versus Dale stuff, we sat in the office and we were going to do numerous types of things to do cars that would not look like we were building two cars that we'd want to build. In hindsight, and a couple of bits of advice from mates at the time, we should do stuff that we both want to build, so cars that we would want to have. Dale straight away knew what he wanted to build, and for me it was like, well, I want to do a Renault 5 Turbo. Originally I set out to do an OEM build, and then I struggled to find one that would be the ideal project for it.
Yeah, we went to see a couple, didn't we?
Yeah, we went to see a few, and then I kind of got a bit downhearted with it. I was like, Dale's car's going to be pretty cool. An OEM Renault 5 Turbo is mega cool for me, but the world's probably not going to find that pretty boring. And just laying in bed one night, last minute search before you go to sleep, not this one, but wide arch kit Renault 5 come up on eBay, and it was like, well, I think I found the car, that'd be pretty cool. We went and looked at it, we bought it, it was rotten. So we harvested parts. So for those out there that are keen-eyed enthusiasts, it's an M plate, because basically the turbo chassis the turbo shell was rotten and beyond repair. So we managed to get a campus shell. One lady owned a 50,000 mile from new campus shell that basically we've harvested the parts onto. That's what you see today.
So front.
Yeah, my vision was that what would it look like if the RS department built a Renault 5 Turbo. I've always liked the liquid yellow colour. Do you want to talk about the 5 things I like?
5 things you like, Thomas. What are the 5 things you like?
Colour. Liquid yellow, Renault colour, 3-stage pearl. So in here under flat light it looks a nice, as anyone would say, LEG yellow. But in the sunlight it's a 3-stage pearl. There's 8 different colours in the mix of that pearl. And then the second one for me has to be the interior. So the Recaro CS seats, the Renault Sport seats that come out of the Clio, they're an option in the Clio Sports and Meguiars. So I've not seen another set of those in the Renault 5. They're pretty hard work to get in there. Then we managed to find the original cloth, so the exterior cloth. We managed to get, Dave the trimmer managed to find the last 10 basically bolster repair panels. So we managed to trim the original GT Turbo seat to match it. That's how it would have been in a Clio. To go with my RS theme was the Clio 200 spoiler.
Look at this, come on.
It was a lot of work getting that on. I know Matt was frustrated with me when I bought it, but I didn't have the answer. So looking for some inspiration on the Clio themed stuff, I was looking at actually, which is one of my next favourite bits, the filler cab I'll share in a minute.
Yeah.
When we were looking for inspiration on how they finished that, come across the spoiler, so managed to buy that. It's totally refabricated. The mounting points are totally different. They're as wider than the roof on here, so Matt totally chopped it all off. There's like a week's worth of fabrication just to get that on there. It's a lot of work in that.
Very cool. Fourth thing?
It's the subtlety. The OEM fuel filler cap. So in one of the very first videos, you saw me pulling off and it dropping like a bike filler cap, dimmer style, horrible thing. So it's now an OEM filler cap with all the interior gubbins. Yeah, I like that nice OEM touch. And then because I'm a boy racer and a revhead at heart, you can't have a Renault 5 Turbo without having a bad boy bonnet. So they're my 5 favourite things. I think it pieces it all together nicely. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
What about you, Dan? What do you think?
It's the integration of the old and new that I love the most about it. So the fact that it is the modern colour, the fact that it's got the F1 team racing stickers and the seats. Yeah, I just love that kind of moulding and not just doing, everyone would have just assumed he would have done a bold kind of pastel colour that they would have done in the 90s or something like that, and you know, that and a big audio system. He's done what he wanted to do, and like he said, as if Renault did it themselves. I think the execution of it is fantastic.
Good job. Right, come together in the middle.
Oh, in the middle.
Oh, in the
Yeah.
middle.
Well, just so we can see both cars.
Oh.
I guess it's also a thanks to everyone that was involved.
Oh my Jesus.
Do you want to speak up as well?
Oh my gosh. That loud enough?
Yep.
Yeah, we've got a list. Are you going to put a little reel up? And
I'll do a little reel, yeah.
Like the credits.
Yeah.
First of all, I mean, it's easier for me to kind of reference it as I'm talking around the car. That's
Yeah,
okay with everyone. So first of all,
around your car
start
again.
the front. Yeah. Thank you to Backed Benz for donating little things like this amazing double bumper. They donated the clips and kind of bindings for the side trim that helped us put that back on. Obviously, Colin and the guys down at Custom Colours for the paint and the custom work they did, including the roof, the smoothing out and deleting of things. Then obviously Phil at the install company for doing the kind of delete on the grill badge. Obviously the air ride and the rebuild of the car, and obviously he was a big part in working with me and Detroit Steels about ordering the right wheels and getting the size proper, because they had to be made from nothing. A lot like the air ride from Airlift, so a big thank you from Airlift. And obviously Nankang provided the tyres. If we go this way, we've got JVC provided the audio for the car, so we've got the super subtle double din head unit. Ed Aldridge worked with Cobra on the interior, so he kind of collabed with them to do the custom interior for us. And Clifford, obviously they're going to be providing security for both cars. Obviously I've mentioned Detroit Steels.
That's pretty much everyone.
Yeah, if not, I'm terribly sorry. And thank you, Patrick.
Hey, don't thank me.
Thank Amy for putting up for me while I've been working on the car and not being away. Being away. She probably likes it when I'm away so much. And obviously my family for providing inspiration and help for the build.
Good job.
Front and foremost is Reflex Auto Design. We drove on a private road round there a very bad car and drove out a very nice one. I can't thank the guys there enough. Again, likewise, probably need to walk round. So there was some engine bay mods done for us. So Russell rebuilt, my mate Russ, rebuilt the engine fully. And then in there's Forge motorsport hoses, there's Piper Cross, induction kit, there is Powerflex, but I'm going in process of order, so there's lots of things. There's Powerflex bushes, there's EBC brakes, there's Bilshine suspension, the wheel shop at Fareham split and remade the three. Well, I remade the wheel. So Vic N as well. So the wheel shop Fareham, Vic N, Nankang is the wheel area. Thank you very much for splitting, refurbishing and making good the original Compomotive wheels. Ryan at Garage Midnight for the stud kit conversion, because that's a nice little sort of thing that's probably would have been my 6th nicest thing on the list, stud conversion. Dave the Trimmer, so inside. Dave the Trimmer for sourcing the front seats for me and making or doing all the fabrication and trimming the rear. Inside there is obviously Kenwood, so we've got a nice little single DIN DAB radio, front speakers and 12-inch sub, because I am a chav at heart. There is a few people I suppose I should thank. One is Max at MMR. Max managed to get the car while we were on our little trip, just getting it running right. Thanks Reflex, I know, but Matt at Reflex went above and beyond really. He lost many hours of his life, because not only was he underneath the car, in the car, it's when he gets home researching stuff, making the spoiler fit and doing anything like that. Aaron and Glenn, because without their, what was a comedy purchase to start with, but without their Haynes manual purchase that they brought me, there was many things that Matt and, I say me, but Matt couldn't have done. So without the Haynes manual, so screw you guys, thank you for that.
I need to thank Aaron Bilstein.
Oh yeah, Aaron Bilstein. I'm sure there's 1,000,001 people, I'm
If we
sorry.
missed anyone, they will be on the roll.
Everyone will be on the credits. Anyone that thanked, oh Bob at Wire Wizard, Bob took the loom away, made it all pretty and working, functioning, so that's mint, thank you Robert. Yeah, there'll be me people that I've met. Oh, Psycho Graphics for putting the graphics. Yeah, 3M for helping us. 3M supported both of us with body shop equipment, so to do all the prep and everything with the body work. Halfords gave us toolkits. Everyone will be in the list. If we forgot, sorry. But anybody that's helped with it, genuinely thank you very much. I suppose we should really thank Meguiars too. Fast Car Magazine, players, for supporting us, letting us use the show as the target. Thanks everyone for...
They're down over here, mate.
Oh, I thought you were filming Tom. Sorry.
No, this is it. It's the end.
And
Or was it the beginning of
something beautiful.
Let's thank. Can I have that?
Let's thank Patrick.
No, I'm so hot and
Can I have
sweaty.
it?
No,
Can we have
So
it?
what-
Give it.
I don't want to be on camera. I really don't want to. I'm so hot and sweaty.
Face it upon yourself.
No, I'm hot and sweaty.
We have to thank
Turn
you
it.
because
No,
you've been
you
in the
turn
middle of
into
it.
the camera with us
Yeah,
then, have
come
a
on.
selfie.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh God, hang on. I've just got to make sure it's all in.
Come
there.
on.
Thanks Patrick.
Thanks, Patrick.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is a new gimbal for us.
Wow, you are a moist
I told
human.
you, I'm really
You are
sweaty.
so wet.
This is it then. So, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Oh my God.
What's your favourite thing about each car?
Sorry, Mike at GT Turbo Spare.
How could you
How
forget?
did you forget, Mike?
Without all the clips and the help and the bonnet and the boot. Sorry Mike. Sorry. Yes.
One thing you like about each car.
Yeah, come on.
That's about each, so you don't have to be like one or the other.
I love your interior. I think it's the sickest thing about the whole car.
Oh,
Like, I think it's banging, absolutely banging. Like, proper. I love that. Thomas, it's got to be the way it sits. Like, that static stance with the Bilsteins, with the wheels. It is inspirational to a static lover. And on that note,
And on that bombshell.
oh, sorry.
Oh, we're back in.
yeah, and on that bombshell, thanks for
Like,
watching.
share.
Stay
Subscribe.
tuned for next time.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Share and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if you'd like to see a series 2 of Tom vs Dale.
There's a whole lot of no.
There's going to be a whole lot of no's.
There's going to be a whole lot of yeses.
Because, I mean, should we do a cliffhanger of what the theory could be?
Or we just tell them what we want to do.
Well, basically, at the end of the day, there's now going to be a 3rd day of players, and it's a track day.